Darlings, let's chat about minimalism, shall we? It's a concept that's been gaining quite a bit of traction lately. It's not just a fancy word for being cheap, I assure you. Minimalism is about so much more than just saving a few pennies. Think of minimalism as going on a diet, but for your stuff. It's about shedding the excess and focusing on what truly matters. It's about living with less, but enjoying life more. Imagine a life where you're not bogged down by clutter and unnecessary items. Now don't get your knickers in a twist. I'm not suggesting you live in an empty flat with nothing but a futon and a houseplant. No, minimalism is about keeping only the things that truly matter to you. It's about creating a space that brings you joy and peace. It's about quality over quantity, sweethearts. Imagine having fewer items, but each one is something you absolutely love and use regularly. People are drawn to minimalism for all sorts of reasons. Some seek a simpler life, free from the chaos of consumerism. Others are looking to reduce their environmental footprint, or perhaps they just want to save money and reduce stress. Whatever the reason, minimalism is catching on faster than a celebrity diet fad. It's a lifestyle choice that's here to stay, offering a path to a more intentional and fulfilling life. Now, let's talk about clutter. It's something that sneaks up on all of us, isn't it? One day your space is neat and tidy, and the next it's like a tornado has swept through. It's like a bad house guest. It creeps in when you're not looking, and before you know it, it's taken over your life. Clutter can be overwhelming, making it hard to focus and enjoy your surroundings. But fear not, my loves, for minimalism is here to show that guest the door. Minimalism isn't just about having fewer things. It's about making room for what truly matters. Imagine walking into your home and not tripping over shoes, or being able to find your keys without turning the place upside down. It's about creating a space that brings you peace and joy. By getting rid of the things you don't need, you create space, both physical and mental. This newfound space allows you to breathe easier and think more clearly. Every item you own demands a bit of your attention. It needs to be cleaned, maintained, stored. And let's be honest, it can be exhausting just keeping up with it all. When you reduce the number of items in your life, you also reduce the amount of time and energy spent on them. This means more time for the things you love and the people you care about. It's exhausting just thinking about it. But when you embrace minimalism, you're saying ta-ta to a lot of that stress. You're choosing a life of simplicity and ease. But when you embrace minimalism, you're saying ta-ta to a lot of that stress. You're choosing a life of simplicity and ease. Imagine the relief of walking into a serene, clutter-free environment every day. I remember the time I decided to clean out my wardrobe. It was a daunting task, but I knew it had to be done. I started by taking everything out and sorting through each item. It was like an archaeological dig, darlings. I found clothes I hadn't worn in years, some with tags still on them. It was a wake-up call to how much unnecessary stuff I had accumulated. Getting rid of them felt like shedding a skin. It was liberating. I felt lighter, freer, and more in control of my space. Minimalism isn't just about decluttering, it's about reclaiming your life and your peace of mind. So, darling, are you ready to declutter your life and embrace the freedom of minimalism? Now, here's where it gets really juicy, my dears. Minimalism isn't just about having less stuff, it's about making room for what truly matters. It's like clearing away all the clutter in your mind so you can focus on the good bits. Minimalism encourages us to be more intentional with our time and energy. It's about asking yourself, is this adding value to my life? If the answer is no, then out it goes. Minimalism gives you permission to prioritize what's truly important to you. I felt lighter, more focused, and dare I say it, even more fabulous than usual. Section 4. Tales from the Minimalist Side. Now, let's dish about some famous minimalists, shall we? These individuals have embraced simplicity in ways that have inspired millions around the globe. It's not all monks and hippies, I assure you. Minimalism has found its way into the lives of some of the most influential people in modern history. Take Steve Jobs, for instance. The co-founder of Apple, a visionary who revolutionized technology, was also a minimalist at heart. The man who gave us the iPhone was known for his minimalist lifestyle. His home was famously sparse, with very few pieces of furniture. He famously lived in a nearly empty house and wore the same black turtleneck every day. This wasn't just a fashion statement, it was a lifestyle choice that reflected his focus and dedication. Then there's Marie Kondo, the queen of tidying up. Her KonMari method has transformed countless homes and lives. She's made a whole career out of teaching people to keep only things that spark joy. Her philosophy encourages us to cherish what we have and let go of what we don't need. And let's not forget about tiny houses. These small, efficient homes are a testament to the minimalist ethos. These miniature homes have become quite the trend. They offer a simpler, more sustainable way of living that appeals to many. People are ditching their McMansions for homes smaller than my walk-in closet. It's a movement towards living with less, but gaining so much more in terms of freedom and peace of mind. Now don't panic, darlings. I'm not suggesting you sell all your worldly possessions and move into a tent. Unless that's your thing, in which case, more power to you. No, adopting minimalism can be as simple or as drastic as you like. Start small. Maybe tackle that junk drawer in the kitchen. Chuck it all out. It's surprisingly liberating. Or try a shopping ban, just for a week or a month. See if you can go without buying anything non-essential. Remember, minimalism isn't about depriving yourself. It's about making room for what truly matters.